previous part, continues with the previous part. In the previous video we have discussed about the chambers of the heart, and in this video we will discuss about the hearts and veins that carries blood towards and from the heart, and also the walls that are located in the heart. So we are going to start with the veins that carries deoxygenated blood. So first we will discuss about the deoxygenated blood. Here I'm going to write deoxygenated blood. That which vessels carries deoxygenated blood in the heart. So first of all, I would like to discuss about the vena cava, that are the biggest vein of the heart that carries deoxygenated blood from the upper limbs and the lower limbs. Vena cava divided into two parts, the superior vena cava and the inferior vena cava, and the inferior and superior vena cava both drain into the right atrium. So superior vena cava, about the superior vena cava we will discuss that what superior vena cava came from. Superior vena cava carries deoxygenated blood from upper limbs. And about the inferior vena cava, as it shows from the name that it carries deoxygenated blood from the inferior vena cava that carries deoxygenated blood from the lower limbs. Further, the superior vena cava and the inferior vena cava also have branches. First of all, we will just discuss about the superior vena cava and its branches. Superior vena cava have branches that come from brachiocephalic veins, right brachiocephalic vein and the left brachiocephalic vein. I should draw like this. That is right brachiocephalic vein and the left brachiocephalic vein. This right and left brachiocephalic vein comes from the junction of interjugular vein and the subclavian vein. On the right side, right interjugular vein that is coming from the head and neck combines with the right subclavian vein that is coming from the limbs, that is coming from the upper limb. So here is subclavian vein, and it is right subclavian vein, understood? And this is right interjugular vein. These right interjugular vein and right subclavian vein combines, made a junction there, and from brachiocephalic trunk, right brachiocephalic trunk. It is right brachiocephalic trunk. Alright, and same with the left side, left brachiocephalic, how it is formed. Here, from the junction of interjugular left and the subclavian left. Alright, it is left interjugular vein and it is left subclavian vein. These two veins from the left side combines and here form a junction, and we will get left brachiocephalic trunk. Alright, these right brachiocephalic trunk and left brachiocephalic trunk combines to form superior vena cava. Here what we have? Superior vena cava. Here, superior vena cava. And I will just mention that internal jugular vein, remember that internal jugular vein, also called carotid vein, comes from or carries deoxygenated blood from the head and neck, and subclavian vein, right or left, carries deoxygenated blood from the upper limbs or from the arms. So first thing that carries deoxygenated blood in the heart is going to superior vena cava. Superior vena cava have branches like brachiocephalic. Brachiocephalic and this brachiocephalic have further two branches, subclavian veins and internal jugular vein. Remember that. You can know that right brachiocephalic and left brachiocephalic, further right brachiocephalic interjugular, right subclavian vein, and left internal jugular vein, and the left subclavian vein. The second vein we have also discussed is with superior vena cava, inferior vena cava, that carries blood from the lower limbs. Inferior vena cava. And here, the third thing that carries deoxygenated blood. Guess what it is? Yes, here we have pulmonary artery, what we call pulmonary artery. In the whole body, in the previous lecture we have discussed that in the whole body, arteries carries oxygenated blood. Remember, carries oxygenated blood and combines to the left atrium. But in the heart, in the case of the heart, we have pulmonary arteries that carry oxygenated blood, deoxygenated blood, that carries deoxygenated blood. And from where it comes from the right ventricle. Here we have right ventricle. The blood from the left ventricle, from the right atrium comes into the right ventricle, and from the right ventricle it goes into the pulmonary artery. I am showing with the arrows. Blood goes into the pulmonary artery, and from pulmonary artery it goes to the lungs, left lung and right lung. Here we have left pulmonary artery, and here in blue we have right pulmonary artery. So you can see that here left pulmonary artery goes and combines with the left lungs into the left lung, and here right pulmonary artery will go into the right lung. Alright. So the other thing, the other vessel that carries deoxygenated blood is the pulmonary artery. So you can think that why we call it artery, why we cannot call it vein, because it carries deoxygenated blood. We call it pulmonary artery because of the way in which it carries blood. We call all that vessels arteries that carries blood away from the heart. Alright, the vessels that carries blood away from the heart are called arteries. So pulmonary artery is called an artery but not an vein just because it carries blood away from the heart. And here it doesn't matter that which kind of blood it carries, oxygenated or deoxygenated. The thing matters is it carries blood away from the heart, so it is considered as an artery. Alright. And similarly with the veins, the vessels that carry blood towards the heart are called veins. So I think deoxygenated blood comes into the heart by these two vessels, superior vena cava, inferior vena cava and pulmonary artery. Till here I want to review the things. In the superior vena cava we have learned brachiocephalic trunks, right brachiocephalic trunk and the left brachiocephalic trunk. How these are formed? Right brachiocephalic and left brachiocephalic trunks are formed by the conjunction of internal jugular vein coming from the head and neck, and subclavian vein coming from the limbs, coming from the upper limbs, the arms and the axillary portion. So they combine here to form the brachiocephalic trunk, and these brachiocephalic trunks form the superior vena cava, and this superior vena cava drain into the right atrium. Alright, on the upper wall of the right atrium. Here we are done with the deoxygenated blood. Now that is with oxygenated blood. Oxygenated blood that is carries away to the heart. Oxygenated blood. Which vessels carries oxygenated blood? And the one thing, the main vessel that carries oxygenated blood is named as aorta. Aorta is also a combination of three types of arteries. Here we have the aorta. I'm going to mark this aorta. Here I have marked this aorta. And aorta. It is opening. It has an opening into the left ventricle. It is carried blood from the left ventricle and goes to the whole body and separates and circulates that oxygenated blood to the whole body. So now I'll discuss about the branches of the aorta. Here, first we have brachiocephalic trunk. I would mention brachiocephalic trunk or brachiocephalic artery. We can. It is better to call it brachiocephalic artery to differentiate from the brachiocephalic vein. Brachiocephalic veins form the superior vena cava, and the brachiocephalic trunk combines with the brachiocephalic artery combines with the aorta. So brachiocephalic artery, like in the venous system, brachiocephalic artery also is a combination of two type of arteries, carotid artery and the subclavian artery. Carotid artery and the subclavian artery. I'll show it later here. So we will move on to the other branch of the aorta. Here we have the other branch of aorta, that is called the left carotid artery, and the third branch is called left subclavian artery. Alright. In the left side we have a lack of brachiocephalic artery. We just have one brachiocephalic artery. Even in the venous system, in the right side of the heart, we have two brachiocephalic veins that are coming from the left and right side. But in the case of the arteries, we have only one brachiocephalic artery that goes from the aorta to the right side of the body. And it is a combination, and it further divides into a right carotid artery that circulates, that gives the blood to the right side of the head and neck, and also give rise to the right subclavian artery that will circulate the blood into the right side of the arms. And about the left side of the brachiocephalic artery, we don't have brachiocephalic artery on the left side. We just have two main arteries that are named as carotid artery and the subclavian artery. Instead of making a brachiocephalic trunk, they directly originates from the aorta, from the arc of aorta. Here, arc of aorta. It is the arc of aorta. Left side carotid artery and left side subclavian artery are originating from the arc of aorta directly, and supplies the subclavian artery supplies the left side of the upper limbs, and left carotid artery supplies the left side of the head and neck. So here we are done with the branches of the aorta, and now here I am going to review all of them. Three branches of the arc of aorta that are first named as brachiocephalic artery, second name as carotid artery. I must mention that it is left carotid artery. Right carotid artery originates from the brachiocephalic artery, and subclavian artery. Not mix up with the arteries and veins. The things I have mentioned with the red are carrying oxygenated blood, and things I have mentioned with the blue are carrying deoxygenated blood. Subclavian artery, that is on the left side. These three arteries arise from the aorta, from the arc of aorta, and further brachiocephalic artery going to divide into right carotid artery and second one is right subclavian artery. Right carotid artery is going to supply upper portion of right side of neck and head, and subclavian artery is going to supply the right side upper limbs. Alright, and left carotid artery definitely will supply to the left side of the head and neck, and the left subclavian artery definitely will supply to the left upper limbs. So, and here we are done with the branches of the aorta and the other vessels that are carrying oxygenated blood to the heart. Here we have that. Here it is. These are pulmonary veins. We are calling them veins, but they are carrying oxygenated blood similarly as we have talked about the pulmonary artery, that is the artery but carrying the deoxygenated blood. Here we have the pulmonary veins but carrying the oxygenated blood. Pulmonary veins carrying oxygenated blood. These pulmonary veins comes from the lungs. Two pulmonary veins from the right lung and two pulmonary veins from the left lung comes and drained into the left atria. Alright, here you can see the openings of the pulmonary.